Hi everybody, I'm Angel and I'm a yummy vegan. Recently somebody asked me about sharing the main changes that I experienced after I became vegan. So I am happy to dedicate this video to her as well as to anyone else who is out there curious about the changes that I experienced after I became vegan. So I'm going to limit it to 10 changes. So the top 10 changes that I experienced after becoming vegan. There are a few more, but I will limit it to 10 for the purposes of this video. So the first change, so the top number one change that I experienced after becoming vegan is that I have had much better digestion. Before, when I ate animal products such as lactose forming products, dairy, cheese, milk, etc. From an early age, I actually realized that I was lactose intolerant. However, because there were no other options, I just continued. So after becoming vegan, I noticed a huge change in my digestion. We don't realize, but apparently, according to the statistics worldwide, 65% of the human population is lactose intolerant. It makes total sense because that's not our milk. That's the baby's milk. That's the baby animal's milk, not the human's milk. So I had way better digestion, less flatulence or gassiness, if you want to call it that, less bloating for sure, from switching to a vegan diet. So that takes me to my number two change, and that is gassiness and flatulence. So after number one, which was digestion, that led to less gassiness and flatulence. I do still have some gassiness because after all, we are consuming lots of fiber, for example, in a vegan diet. So I would say that although I still have some flatulence or gassiness, the odor is much more pleasant, and the frequency and quantity or volume, however you want to measure it, is way lower. The top number three change that I've seen is that as a result of number one, which was the better digestion, number three, I've noticed also much more regular bowel movements, and of course much fresher when it comes out. So definitely a big change in that regard. And also, number four is that my breath is much fresher because I'm not eating that mucus-forming dairy product food, and so I don't have that odor from what I'm eating. So my breath is way fresher. The top change number five is that my teeth and gums feel much healthier. Before going vegan, I used to have periodic discomfort with my gums, and after I switched to vegan, I really noticed that I didn't have those pains anymore. I didn't even go to the dentist, and my gums were much healthier, calmer. I didn't have that pang of a pain that periodically showed up. The top change number six that I realized is that I have lost weight. I cannot say how many pounds I have lost, but I can say, because I haven't weighed myself in a long time, but I can say that my body shape has changed. I'm less bulky around my torso, my midsection, my stomach, my hips, my buttocks. So all of that has trimmed down quite a bit compared to before when I was not vegan. Number seven is that I finally feel that my diet and lifestyle as a vegan are more in alignment with my core beliefs. So as I mentioned on other videos, I really do not approve of, the animal cruelty that takes place. And so I feel that I'm more in alignment now with my true belief system. And that makes me very, very happy that I'm able to achieve that for myself and the animals. The change number 8 would be similar to number 7 in that I say that I'm also happy that my belief systems for protecting the earth from chemicals, pollution, carbon emissions, etc., that are all related to the animal industry, basically pollution of our waterways or oceans, etc. So I feel way, way better knowing that I'm helping to reduce the damage to Mother Earth, as we call her. My top change number 9 is that I feel that my thinking is much clearer since I became vegan. I don't have that heaviness and fuzziness from the mucus forming foods like dairy, etc., which I have replaced with plant foods such as I mentioned before, avocados, tomatoes, mushrooms, etc. So, when I would have eaten the traditional dairy foods, I feel like my thinking was just a little bit more cloudy, as some people call it brain fog, and I have noticed a clearer thinking pattern since becoming vegan. And the number 10 change that I have experienced is that through my vegan lifestyle, I discovered the raw vegan lifestyle. And I will talk about that in a future video. That's a really, really big part of my vegan lifestyle as well. And so I'll cover that in a future video. So I want to say thank you so much for tuning in today. And I hope that this was helpful. I'd super love to hear about, some of the changes that you've experienced on your vegan journey. So you can pop those down in the comment section below. And if you like the video, please give it a like, share it, and follow my page. And until we meet again, thanks so much for joining me. You all take good care, and bon appétit and bon voyage.